Hamilton Liberal MP is telling CHCH tonight that almost half of the party's members of Parliament could be ready to oppose Prime Minister Justin Trudeau as leader. Trudeau has been facing growing calls for his resignation, but it seems to be dismissing the concerns as little more than a family squabble among Liberals. Al Sweeney is on the story tonight and joins us live with the latest. Good evening, Al.
Emily, this is day 3 of the leadership crisis for Trudeau that erupted when Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland suddenly quit on Monday over the way she was being treated by the Prime Minister. And Hamilton East-Stoney Creek MP Chad Collins is saying there could be an exodus of MPs from the Liberal Party if Trudeau doesn't go. Chad Collins is back home from Ottawa as Parliament takes a break for Christmas. He was one of 24 Liberal MPs who signed a letter in the fall for the Prime Minister to step down. Now, he says, the numbers are growing behind the scenes.
We're a lot more than 24 or 25 now. If I had to guess, we're probably up to 50 to 60 to 70 members. But until they come out publicly and share with their constituents and Canadians that they feel the same, we're still at 24.
The Right Honourable Justin Trudeau.
In his latest comment on the leadership crisis, Trudeau indicated at a Liberal Christmas party he's not going anywhere.
Like most families, sometimes we have fights around the holidays. But of course, like most families, we find our way through it.
If that's the case and Trudeau doesn't resign, Collins says he could lose a lot of Liberal MPs.
If he isn't leaving, I think a lot of people, we have 153 Liberal members, there'll be a lot of people who have important life decisions to make next year with their friends and family, and I think we'll probably see an exodus of members across the country who decide not to run.
That could include him.
It'll be a very tough decision for me to make. Unlikely that I would run as a candidate for the Prime Minister if he's our leader next year, but that's a decision that I have to make in consultation with my friends, families, and supporters.
If you have a new leader, would you run
Absolutely.
for sure?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking for.
He also agrees with a pollster's suggestion that the Liberals could be almost wiped out in an election under Trudeau, going from 153 seats to maybe as few as 10.
It's quite possible. It's quite possible that we're that low. But I would say that we still have a lot of time remaining over the next 6 to 8 months to choose a new leader, to go in a new direction, to present a platform and a vision for Canadians that competes with the other parties.
Collins says if Trudeau doesn't resign, a Liberal defeat would allow the Conservatives to undo the positive things they've done. And while the turmoil has been going on this week, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has been sniping at Trudeau's Canada. His latest overnight posting says many Canadians want Canada to become the 51st state. They would save massively on taxes and military protection. I think it's a great idea. 51st state. Yeah. While Trudeau hasn't responded to the latest post, former Deputy Prime Minister Jean Charest said, every Canadian, regardless of their opinion of the Prime Minister or political affiliation, should feel deeply offended by President Trump's remarks. We might one day be grateful for this wake-up call. As for Collins, he doesn't have anything bad to say about Trudeau, just that the Prime Minister's been around for almost 10 years and people want a change. And he says history will be kind to Trudeau, looking at his record on things like climate change. The Prime Minister is reported to be taking some time to reflect on his future.